Hello, it's me, Tony, and I'm a James Bond fan. Look, it's our first edition. So's that. And so's that. Collected over many years. I've got a few more tucked away, but I remember being about 8, 9 years old and a charity thing at my local school, and I bought a copy of Live and Let Die with a rather saucy picture on the front of Roger Moore seen through the legs of one of the ladies. And actually, I'll see if I can find it. Hang on a sec. No, that's Moonraker 1. That's a James Bondy thing. Oh, surely it's got to be around here somewhere. Ah, there it is. That's the one. I knew I had it somewhere. Rummaging around, look at that. Actually, no, it's not between her legs at all, is it? No, there's lots of saucy ladies there, though. Good grief, imagine what that did to a young lad of about 8 or 9. 5 pence it cost me. And then I realised that there were lots and lots of James Bond books. Look, hey, look at that, my old Trosmore Cottage. Oh, that was a long time ago. Yeah. See all the different books. And then I kind of made it my quest to find copies of these in charity shops. So even back in the late 70s, I was looking around charity shops, see if I could find second-hand copies of these little books. But, you know, look at that. 5p. That's how much it was. That's the start of my James Bond collection. And I'd been watching the movies on the TV and all that kind of stuff, and, well, years go by. And here we are. Yesterday I was in a charity shop, and I found these things. £1 for the two of them together. Card games. James Bond. Guns and Gadgets. Heroes and Villains. Let's have a look. 4 in 1. Blackjack, poker, trumps, and mission with 52 pictures in each. So let's open this box here now. One of the reasons I wanted to get them anyway was because, look at that. Still in the shrink. Mission game. Dutch. Gosh. I guess I assume it's multi-language, but there we go. Got Carter Monday. Ah, Mr. Bond. Roger Moore was my James Bond. I saw him in Llandudno, probably about 2015, 2014, doing a talk about his life and his movies and his career and everything else. I think I blogged about it. But, yeah, look at that. Now, I'm going to open this because I don't imagine they're immensely valuable. But I'm always interested to see what kinds of things we've got on this. Yeah, look at this. So, here's obviously the top trumps bit. And there's the regular card game bit. This is nothing to do with games. It's simply all the copyright information. Octopussy 1983. Not a bad movie, Octopussy. Quite enjoyed that. Quite old school in a way. Although Roger Moore is showing his age a little bit. Maud Adams is gorgeous. Die Another Day. What a pile of horse shit that film was. Absolutely appalling. Pierce Brosnan getting the fucking sea. Oh, look, here we go. Talking of getting in the sea. The Lotus Esprit. An episode of Tomorrow's World, a science programme on the BBC, 1976, I think, previewed this movie by showing a sequence with the motorbike chasing the car and a lorry, and the motorcycle releases its sidecar, which blows up the lorry, but the car, the Lotus, drives off a cliff and lands in the sea and turns into the submersible. And that Christmas of 77, which is of course the year Star Wars came out, Christmas, I asked Father Christmas to get me a corgi toy of that, which fired the little missiles at the top and the fins popped out the side, and Spire Loved Me. Fairly appalling remake of You Only Live Twice, but actually a brilliant, brilliant film all told. It's my first one at the cinema, in fact, I think. Tomorrow Never Dies. Completely, oh, hang on a sec, there's somebody at the door. Just bear with me a tick. Oh, there we go. The dog was in here. Poor old Ziggy's been a bit unwell recently. He's been very upset with his bottom. And he had a nice sort of trim and hair thingy, yesterday, and the person said there's something wrong with his anal glands. So he's had them popped this morning. Apparently I'll die another fucking day. Piss off. For your eyes only only for you. See what no one else can see. Yeah, it's quite good, that. Thunderball remake, of course, sort of. No, it's not really, is it? Octopussy again, that's a nice little Nelly rip-off, really, not very good. Thunderball, it's a bit dull, really, isn't it? Connery's good, but Moonraker, terrible, terrible. Especially Jaws falling in love with that pigtail lady at the end. Absolutely terrible, terrible. Spy Love Me Again. What more could you want? I mean, it's like ships eating other ships. Like in You Only Live Twice. And a giant base that comes out of the sea, and Barbara Bach, and that marvellous parachute with the Union Jack on it. License to Kill. Now, Tim Dalton, the post-AIDS James Bond, of course. Serious man, very, very serious. Sort of a rather dull version of the Daniel Craig, really. They weren't bad, but they weren't great either. Don't really translate very well now. Oh yeah, the blade. Do you remember that? The old yo-yo. Oh, the yo-yo saw blade. Nasty. On Her Majesty's Secret Service. Now, this, perhaps one of the greatest theme songs ever, and a very, very underrated Bond movie. It's really dark, and Diana Rigg has never been more gorgeous, and that bit at the end, absolutely fucking heartbreaking. Absolutely heartbreaking. Great film. Great film. Dr. No. Yes. Whatever. BMW. Fuck off. Well, Pierce Brosnan wasn't a great Bond, really, was he? There we go. George Lazenby, not too bad at all. Not too bad at all. World Is Not Enough, and Living Daylight's another Dalton one. Odd Job. Odd Job's Hat, this picture's called. 7 of Diamonds. So this is getting quite decipher about things, isn't it? It's getting very TCG, this idea that you've got a card just called Odd Job's Hat. What a great villain he was. What a great film that is. So many iconic Bond things in it. Thunderball, a lot of water in it. Oh, heavy sigh. You Only Live Twice. Now here we go. Eating rockets, as Arthur used to call it when he was a Bubs. Yeah, no, this. I remember a trailer for this about 1979. It was going to be shown at Christmas on ITV. And they showed the bit where Bond is walking down the corridor and the lady smiles at him and he carries on walking and the floor falls out from underneath him and he slides right down into Tiger Tanaka's base. I went absolutely fucking apeshit. I was so excited to see that film. And of course that was back in the day where you actually had to wait for it to come on the telly. Bond again, look at this. Oh, Diana Rigg was unbelievably gorgeous in that, wasn't she? Absolutely amazing. Lovely. Aston Martin. Prince Charles drives one of those, you know. He's no fucking James Bond. Right, Dr. No, here we go. Good old Sean. Pierce can fuck off. Goldfinger, look. Now that is just... Don't get better than that, does it? If you've seen one of these cars in real life, if you've seen it right next, if you can touch the thing, it is quite a sensual experience. You can understand why people get car crazy, but on a car like that, it is physically beautiful. View to a Kill, Grace Jones, terrible actress, good singer. Christopher Walken, just doing his usual thing. Diamonds Are Forever, good fun, fairly terrible though as Bond movies go. What the hell is that? Looks like Audrey 2 from Little Shop of Horrors. Oh, of course, yes, it's a Brosnan Bond. Tomorrow Never Dies. Nothing like the theme tune. GoldenEye. Oh, dear, oh dear. Oh, God, Brosnan is just boring me. Man with the Golden Gun, now we're talking. This is good. Good fun, this. The plane. No, that's not, I know, Knick Knack is not Fantasy Island, but Rushman Love, Spy Love Me, good old Richard Keel, great stuff. Little Nelly, yeah, now that's a great sequence. Crazy black helicopters blowing up and machine guns and all sorts of stuff. That's what you want. Psst, secret. He's got a Union Jack parachute in there. Moonraker. Still awful. Oh, Brosnan can just take one. Do you expect me to talk? No, Mr. Bond, I expect you to die. Best line in a Bond movie ever. Hairbrush transmitter. God, this really is like... see, that's good. Deadly Industrial Laser. That sounds great. The hairbrush transmitter. That just... Great film, though, Live and Let Die. Very creepy film. Baron Samedi is well weird, especially when they kind of shoot his head and his eyes roll up, and he sort of disappears inside his own body and escapes through the grave. That's really fucking weird. Live and Let Die. Great car chases, all that stuff. Oh, Timmy Dalton. Oh, what's this? Jokers. Ooh, does this do anything? Look at this. Is there something secret on here I need to look at? Oh, look, what's going on? Ooh. Couple of jokers, that's nice, isn't it? Good old Morris, what's his face? Lovely. I'll tell you what, I'm going to do this in 2 parts because somebody's just knocked at the door and it's probably the guy to come and fix our internet. So this ain't getting uploaded unless I sort it. So I'll be back in a minute.